9. Alright, well, welcome and good morning to the Friday Morning Commute. This is your host, Rovan Doug. Thank you for joining this morning. Let's get down to it. It has been a week. I have not scoped a lot since this end of pretty much the start of the work week, Monday. We had a really bad cold front, ice, and wet mix come through last Friday, and it was gone by Monday, but it really took a toll on me and my wife and kind of my daughters, and so we've been all stuffy and snotty and sore-throated, and it's just not pretty. But I did scope for you guys last week. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it didn't save to my phone. That's why there's no YouTube video of it. But you have me today, so let's get on to it. Year 2, week 12, has a couple of interesting things. I know at least one item that I need to jump on and grab. We have for the Titans, Ruin Wings, for the Hunters, the Skyburners Annex, and then for Wizards, we have the Stag. All the Ruin Wings are gauntlets. The Skyburners Annex and the Stag are both helms for those respective classes. Xur is selling a weapon this week. Woot woot! It is the Telesto. I'm very excited about this gun. It looks to be a very, very nice, hard-hitting gun, and for the price of a few strange coins, it'd be better than random chance to get it. So, and then for those looking to complete year 1 collections of exotic, Xur is selling a special weapon legacy engram. So, if you don't remember, in case you've forgotten, the legacy engrams are more weighted towards year 1 exotics, and will give you a year 1 version of said exotic. So that will complete your year 1 collection, and if you have the legendary marks, will allow you to purchase the year 2. So it's kind of bringing everyone up to the same page, year 1 collection, exotic collection wise. Now we're gonna kind of alter paths a little bit and talk about the gunsmith this week, or on this scope, this episode, because my throat was not in the mood for talking on Wednesday whenever the gunsmith weapons came out. So I didn't really cover them, and I wanted to cover them for you so you would have at least an idea. More than likely you've already completed them, but if you're like me, I haven't played in like 2 weeks, so there's that. Anyway, the gunsmith has the Haka Teste auto rifle, which is for Cabal kills, so go to, you'll enjoy it there. Then we have the Suros TSA-10 auto rifle, which is for precision kills. We have the Haka Test A hand cannon, double kills, and then the Haka Test A pulse rifle, precision shots. Both of these, the Haka hand cannon and pulse rifle, would be very ideal to go to on the moon, the Dark Beyond mission, wherever you unleash the hive, awoken the hive. That's it. We've awoken the hive. That'd be the best place to go. Cycle through it 3 or 4 times, and you'll have those ones completed. And then we have the Amalon Test RR1 sniper rifle, and this one is for fallen captains. If you haven't found a good farming spot to complete this sniper rifle looking for fallen captains, I prefer to go to Venus and go to the Ishtar Cliffs, and one of the 2 drop ships for the fallen, the skiffs, will drop a fallen captain pretty consistently. It's the leftmost one, so as you enter the zone, you have the skiff that drops right in front of you, and then if you kind of go around the corner, you have that plateau area, and that's where the second skiff drops, and that's where the second captain is at. I prefer to move, to sit and wait back on the rise, where it's actually one of the Vex public events, or the Venus public events starts, the one about prevent Vex sacrifices. So there's two places that a conflux will shoot up. One's there and one's somewhere else. Actually, right where the other one is. Good morning, Sir Richard. Good Sir Richard. So, that is those shenanigans. I just did a quick overview of the Bungie weekly update, and it looks like we're going to get a interesting change to Titans stat-wise. That brings me back. So, for those of you who didn't know / couldn't remember, we had a promise of a challenge mode for the King's Fall raid a month ago. It'd be about a month. Well, as we got closer, last week we were given in the update kind of a prelude to the fact that these challenge modes were going to drop in December, early December. I didn't think it was going to be early December, but I knew it was going to be, within the first 2 weeks of December. Well, turns out on Tuesday, right after the reset, the challenge modes were activated. So, these challenge modes require you to defeat one of the raid bosses in a very specific manner in order to obtain that challenge mode reward. Now, part of these challenge mode rewards is a guaranteed 310 or guaranteed 320. And then you also get, I guess, an emblem, that's what it's looking like, as well as you get one of the last 3 calcified fragments that you're missing out of your entire collection. So, all this being said, on Tuesday, the War Priest was shown as the first challenge mode. And if you haven't seen, haven't heard, and haven't figured it out yet, part of the challenge mode completion for the War Priest is you have to, and I'm going to butcher this because I have not gone through the raid yet, but you have to juggle the aura holder. So the person, and like I said, this is probably the most I know about the raid without ever having done the raid, but in the fight, you have an aura. And during these segments where you're doing damage to, you have access to the aura and you're doing damage to the War Priest, each round someone different has to carry the aura. So, if it looks like at minimum it takes 2 rounds. So you have to have 2 different people holding the aura and kind of, I guess, taking the shields off of the War Priest in order for everyone else to do the damage. Now, it's been extrapolated that you don't have to do it in 2 rounds. Someone mentioned the 2 rounds or the cycling, and I think everyone got hooked on that. Just as long as it's cycling through your fire team, you're doing good. You can't have a person hold the aura 2 times in a row. So that looks like that's the extent of the challenge mode for the War Priest. Like I said, I will say I probably have butchered it, so please feel free to double check on your favorite internet news source and strategy forum to correct me or get the correct actions in order to complete this. It looks like they're going to have it cycling. So this week's the War Priest. We'll see what happens next week. It may be Golgroth. It may be the Sisters. Don't know. It would make sense in my mind if it was cyclical, in the sense of checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 3, Oryx. Checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 3, Oryx. Yeah, makes sense. I don't think Oryx himself will have the challenge mode. I could be wrong. That would be really awesome if he did. However, Oryx is Oryx, so I'm going to say he's challenging enough as is. Other than that, it's been a fun week. Dealing with cold and sinus stuff is no bueno. really takes a toll on your voice and your throat. So, you enjoy doing something like this, where you talk and talk and talk. And if you get me on a topic, I enjoy conversation, helping people learn, teaching them things. But if your voice isn't up to it, then it kind of is a downer. Thankfully, it looks like we're on the downhill slope. Everything is draining from the system. So we'll see. I'm really excited about the fact that we're so close to Christmas, and yet completely terrified at the same time. My wife and I have had some really major changes go on with our family. We welcomed our youngest daughter, Emily, at the beginning of the year. We have bought a house in September, and we are making the conscious effort to target specific bills and try to pay them off, and use this snowball effect where you pay off the smallest one, and then take what you were paying towards the smallest one and add it to the next one, and then take both of those and add it to the third, and so on and so forth. We're really excited because this next year has a lot of promise to be a really good year. And then I mentioned to my wife she mentioned to me that there was a brewery in her hometown in South Texas. And I was like, you know what? Let's make a plan. Let's make it a goal. Let's do it. Let's not just talk about it, but let's go. So we're starting to talk about it. We're going to see. I have a feeling that next fall is when we'll go. Her hometown is just a few minutes south of Houston, about 30 minutes or so. So the urge to go in the summer is not there for me. And I'd rather go closer to end of September, beginning of October, which may or may not be the best idea. I'm not sure. We'll see. In any case, I would rather go later in the year, when we have a little bit more money saved up / debts paid off, than earlier in the year and not have the funds to have a really fun trip. However, with tax refund, we may be able to swing it earlier in the year. We'll find out. January 1 is on its way. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me on my Friday morning commute. Again, this is your host, Rovin Doug. If you enjoyed this, you can feel free to look it up on YouTube later. You can also see my previous commute videos. Again, I apologize for no video for last week. I did scope, but it was a lot later. With it being Black Friday, I stayed at home and worked, even though I technically shouldn't have because I had the day off. But as a startup company, if work needs to get done, work's got to get done. So that's what I was doing, working on getting work done. So thanks for stopping by. You as well. Everyone have a great day. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RovinDoug. If you want to see whenever I'm playing video games or potentially coding. A friend and I have an idea of code tutorials for making Twitch chatbots. But then you can also see me on Twitter, twitter.com/RovinDoug, and that will allow you to see whenever I tweet or I go live on stream or I go live on Periscope. And then if you're here, feel free to give me a follow on Periscope. Same username, RovinDoug, and that will allow you to see whenever I have my Friday morning commutes or my Wednesday Armsday update. All sorts of fun things. So, again, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later. Bye!